as you can see, it is still winter, and I don't think we're going to be able to go fishing anytime soon. But that's not what's relevant. I'm making a popper, and it's my first, and it's pretty cool. And yeah, it works out pretty well, so stay tuned. Also, if you want to see some more content like mine, go to Jeremy's Wooden Lures. It's pretty cool. I think he's around my age. And yeah, he does some cool stuff too. So, okay, stay tuned. Bye. Okay, so I've got some things to say. I'm going to apologize for how late this video is going to come out. And the reason is because I was sick and yeah. But today I'm just going to make a simple popper. Something like this. And actually, I've never done a popper before, so that's most people's first lure. But yeah, I'm just gonna do a very simple shape, like I said, like this, and it's gonna be a frog style paint scheme. I mean, and yeah, stuff like that. Pretty simple. And I'm going to get right to work on cutting this out. I'm going to use my most standard carving technique. Put on safety glove. Take my knife. Yep. And I call this technique chopping. You just kind of slice and slice all the way around. Yeah, I do have a coping saw, but for balsa wood I like to use this because it's not too hard and it doesn't take too long. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, so now I am going to file this down. So make it smooth, even on the top, and take a little bit of material off, because there's still quite a bit. Like that. Flip it over. Okay, I just realized that I have more announcements than I made earlier at the beginning. I have an Instagram page. It's just Nolan's Baits, and I really, yeah, I'm probably gonna have a Patreon page and a GoFundMe page, because I don't know if I've ever said this, but one of the biggest reasons I started a channel was because I could make lures, one thing, and I'm trying to fund a school trip to Costa Rica in a few years, and yeah, that's a big reason why I'm doing this, is because it'd mean a lot to me if I could go. But not minding that anymore. Time to work on the top profile for this little popper. I can find, oh, there's my pencil. Okay, so these poppers, they don't have too much, I mean, honestly, they just kind of get thinner as they go down. I don't know if they have any head taper at all. And I need to take some, I need to take these corners off here, so it's round, like that, yeah. Now I'm going to quickly, cut them out. Okay, and this build is going by pretty quickly because I'm already, yeah, it doesn't have a lip or anything. Yeah, I'm already rounding it off. So that is as simple as it sounds. You just take a knife to the corner and carve the corners. I'm gonna sand this a little more. Okay, and here we go. Okay, and there it is, fully rounded off. Not looking too bad. This is going to be a short video, but now I'm going to sand that all down. Where's my sandpaper? My voice just died, by the way, so. And that's as sanded as I'm going to make it. So. Okay. Yep. So now I'm going to try to hollow out the mouth, and I just had a better idea than what I was. Okay, so my idea was to take a Dremel bit and chuck it up in a drill, and then see if I can maybe hollow out the inside of this popper mouth. Let's give it a shot. So that kind of worked. It's hollowed out in there now, and I just need to sand it. So I'm gonna take a thin little strip of sandpaper and work at that. Yep, something like that. Not too bad. Well, this is going to be a through wire, and that means you cut a slot into it, and then you bend the wire. You bend a piece of wire until there's little loops coming out where you can glue it in. And yeah, and for weighing a popper, you want the weight to be more on the back, so it kind of sits like this, and then when you pull it, it just throws water forward. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Also, I'm serious. I'm not just a lure maker. I made this spoon. So if you want to see other stuff like this, let me know, because I can do other stuff. Cutting the slot out now, and I have it in these gloves, so the vise doesn't beat the wood up. Now this is something that needs to be centered, so I'm just gonna be quiet here for a second and really try. Okay, so I forgot to turn on the camera for a second there, so what I did was I cut out a piece of wire, and this is what I'm using. And what you do is you just put it in the slot that you made, and yeah, that's pretty much it. You just bend it where they need to be, so then like from here, you pull it out, then you want your next bend to be here. Take some pliers, bend it straight up. Put it back in. Pretty straightforward. Yep, and then you would take it out again, loop it here, and then make it go this way, and then loop it there, and cut it, make sure there wasn't any like tag or something. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that. pretty rough, but there it is with the wire in there. So I'm going to just kind of like hold them in place and quickly glue them in, and then I'm going to work on weighing the bait. So yeah, I'm just kind of, I'm going to hold this here and press it down. I'm going to drip some in there. Okay. Putting some here. And up there. And now that wire harness is never coming out, so now I'm going to carve out a lead hole right there and put some lead in it. And really the only way to do that is I just take a little carving tool, just take this little tool and carve out a little cavity. And I just place like a little drop shot in there or something. Not lead, I don't use lead. Yep, just like that, pretty much. Okay, so I just kind of pounded a little half piece of drop shot in there, and now I'm going to cover this whole slot with baking soda and super glue. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, gonna get some super glue on that. And let it filled up and in there. Now I'm just going to fully soak this whole thing in super glue. Just saturate it. Maybe a little sanding before. Okay, now here I go. There it is, fully sealed up. Not too bad. Poppers are easy. That's my brood. I'm gonna let this dry them. Okay, so I am on to painting, and I wear a mask for that, and if you're using an airbrush, I recommend that you do too. The super glue dried, and I sanded it real smooth so the painting comes out nice and clean. And I'm just gonna do a frog pattern on this with the classic red mouth. Like I said, classic. So what I'm gonna do is paint the whole thing white, make it really intense on the belly, and then, actually, yeah, I'm just going to make the whole thing white, and then I'm going to stencil the green back on so it makes it nice and clean. Give it black dots, red mouth, and I'm not going to make eyes for this, I'm going to paint them on. So, yeah, let's starting with the wheel. I have this little contraption here. Helps keep my hands clean. Okay, and here we go. Check it out. And that's the air pump. It'll come on a lot. And there's our base coat. Now that that has dried, I can stencil on the green back. And I think I'm just going to take a piece of paper and put it on the side here, exposing up there, spray up there, and then do the back, but also do the side. So I just wanted the lines to be a little sharper than just brushing them on like that. Yeah, so I'm gonna make a little, I have the stencil and spraying with the green. And there it is, I'll do that to the other side, and then do it on the back. Okay, so now, that transition is pretty sharp. That's what it looks like, by the way. So what I'm going to do, put this here and do just a little bit of yellow here, just to, I don't know, lighten it up, lighten the transition up. I might just have it a little above it so it kind of blends a tiny bit, but I'm really trying to get not like yellow. pretty good. And last but not least, the red mouth I've been talking about. I'm gonna make that a little brighter, but I need to let that dry for a second, so yeah. It's gonna look pretty good, I hope. And then I'm on the spots and eyes and stuff like that. And one of the last things I need to do is add a whole bunch of little black dots. So this little tool I'm using, it's just a paintbrush. Then after I used it for epoxy, it was done. You can only use those brushes once. Because epoxy, here, let me show you an example. It just rock hard. So I just use the ends of them. Oh snap. Okay, I didn't make a big mess, but I just touched it. Got paint on my hand, but it didn't smudge. That was really fortunate. Need to be more careful. Yep. And it just makes them really round and even. I mean, I guess the even part's really me. Okay, I think that's about all I can do for the dots. I'm gonna work on the eyes now. Okay, so this is my first time trying this. If I mess this up, I don't know if there's any going back. I just have a thicker brush, and I'm dabbing the yellow. Yeah, that didn't work. Okay. Let me try this. Okay, so in the end I just went with a brush, little hand brush, and it worked out. And now I'm doing the final dot. Like that. Not too bad, but not good either. So that's it. Now I just need to clear coat it, and I think I'll show you guys how to make a feathered treble hook, because often poppers are best with one. Like that. Okay. So, and there it is with all its epoxy on it. It's epoxy clear coat. I have to say, the paint scheme and all of it look kind of childish. I think it's because this is the first one I've ever made, first popper. So, I don't know. I'm probably going to return to him. Maybe I can make him better. And I definitely have a better system for the eyes. I don't know why I did them the way I did, so. Yeah, there it is. And now I'm going to show you how to make a feathered treble hook. Okay, so I'm going to start by saying I've done 2 feather trebles before, and they didn't come out amazing, but they're alright. But I do know that you need to start with this. I forget what kind of knot this is called. I'm not very technical when it comes to this, but wrap it around that. That makes it really secure. Trim the tag. And I think the colors I'm going for are, it turns out I don't have any red feathers, but I have white and orange. And then I have this green with a little red in it, the flashy stuff. Yep, so this is our base right here. That's why I chose red for this, so I can make a red head. Okay. So I'm going to bring the line back here. Put it in this slot. Yeah, wow. Incredible. Incredible. Wrap that up a bit. Cut it. Now I think I'm actually going to switch it like this. I have no idea if this is actually how you're supposed to tie a treble, feather treble, but it's kind of how I do it, so I've done it, I should say. Okay, got the next bit of feathers on their way. Like this. Tie them in. Okay, now I'm adding some of this orange. Some more of it. Whoa. Okay. And last but not least, some of this flashy stuff. Yeah, this is gonna take some cleaning up, but hopefully that'll be worth it. Okay, time for a quick whip finish. Yep. Ow, don't mess this up. Come on. Come on. Okay. Wow, this thing looks awful. I'm probably gonna drip this thing in a little super glue. Give it some added strength, but there it is. I mean, I've seen worse, honestly, but I've also definitely seen better. Okay, yeah, I'll show you this on the bait. Well, that was today's video, and sorry it took so long to come out. I was kind of sick, and I had lots of stuff to do, so sorry, and I won't do that again, and bye, and I'm cold and let's go outside.